everybody again on Buzzing Vlogs. I now have 24 subscribers and counting. This is a second Ezzies Raw Edge crossover video that I have done tonight. This one is about anxiety and depression and what it feels like. So I just thought I'd put it on both channels for the people that can't see my Ezzies Raw Edge because they haven't subscribed. This is an additional clip that I'm filming just for the Buzzing Vlogs subscribers. So if you would like to subscribe to Ezzies Raw Edge, please do so, because the important topics will be over there. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please hit the like button if you like my videos on both channels, and I will see you again in the next video. What is anxiety like? Anxiety is like being punched in the gut. It is all your thoughts scrambling together and a feeling of disorientation. Your palms are sweaty and you don't know where you're going. You feel breathless and you can't concentrate. Your mood feels really low and you feel like crying. You feel angry because you feel like you've done something wrong. You want to run away and hide under the covers and not go out and see anybody. What is anxiety like? Anxiety is the feeling of falling and never stopping falling. Anxiety is constantly getting notifications on your social media and feeling so wound up that you don't know what to reply. Anxiety is confusing conversations with people and not understanding why they're being the way they're being. Anxiety is trying to get from A to B and not being able to organise. This is what anxiety is to me. It is trying just to make a journey and being late and being distracted because your thoughts are everywhere and you don't know what you're doing. Anxiety for me is feeling stupid and worthless, like I'm just ugly and fat. Anxiety is having takeaways practically on speed dial and buying them more than you need to. It's not just boredom, it's feeling so depressed and anxious that you don't feel like washing up or cooking or even making a hot drink, even getting up out of bed at all. You feel like just curling up and sleeping and sleeping. You can't talk to anybody because they don't understand. They just tell you to buck up and get over it, stop being silly. You don't need to run away. You'll be okay if you just come and see these people. But they don't understand what's going on in your head. They don't understand that you're screaming inside and you don't know what to say to people. That's what anxiety is like. That's what depression is like. It is the worst day, the biggest black cloud, being chased by something invisible that nobody can see day in, day out. And there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere that's safe, there's nothing that anyone can say that makes it feel better. Trying to have small talk is difficult. What do you say? People want to talk about their problems, people want help. Yet you're screaming inside that you need help too. You need maybe somebody to hug you or just to listen, but you're too anxious to get the words out properly. This is what depression is like. This is what anxiety is like. It's not being sure of who you can tell what to. If you can talk about your mental illness or your education level or why you don't have a job and just those kind of things. It's the complete lack of understanding that you're not on benefits because you're a scrounger and you can't just get over being depressed. It's not just a low mood, it's part of who you are. Like your sexuality is part of who you are. And everything can make you anxious. Everything that you want to talk about and not feeling good enough with the things that you do. Like my anxiety that my poems aren't good enough, that my stories aren't good enough, that my homework isn't good enough for my GCSE English course, that my work on my assessment wouldn't have been good enough, that I was late, that my crochet isn't good enough, my knitting isn't good enough, my dressmaking isn't good enough, nothing that I do is good enough, that I'm not attractive enough, that I was never attractive enough, never skinny enough, never enough for people. Like, not a good enough sister, not a good enough daughter, not a good enough mom, not a good enough anything. And it's really hard day in, day out when people are trying to compliment you and you feel so anxious and so depressed and you try to put a brave face on it and laugh and joke. This is just what it's like to live like this with mental illness, like depression and anxiety. So I really just wanted to sit and talk about how it feels to go through this and to let people know that they're not alone, that I feel this way constantly too, and that there is people that you can talk to and you don't have to feel like I do most of the time, that people won't understand. There is someone you can go and talk to. You do have friends, you do have people that care and that love you, and maybe your family doesn't entirely understand, but they will still try to listen. So this is just my little talk about what anxiety is and what the symptoms can be and how it can be even harder to do YouTube videos like this if you suffer from anxiety and depression and you're going to be attacked left, right and centre, or you feel like you're going to be attacked left, right and centre for everything about you. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I will post this up to my channels and I hope that you like and subscribe and can understand in the comments and that it is relatable to you too. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you all in the next vlog.